Okay, so tonight we're going to talk about top programming languages that you should learn if you want to do blockchain development. So let's get started. So there are several articles I looked at. This is the one from Geeks for Geek, and they mentioned C++, Python, and I think every developer should learn Python because it is used all over the place. It's used everywhere from data science to hardware. Java, very popular. That's my primary language. Solidity, which we've looked at. Viper, which I've not heard of before, but it's based on Python. And it's used for just like, however, Viper handles the, okay. So Viper, that's probably a good one to check out. Go. Go is what Theta is written in. C Sharp. JavaScript. Well, you need JavaScript for your, especially for your D app, your front end, and so Simplicity and Rolang are two I also have not heard of. This Rolang evaluates the whole program season and so this is functional programming. That's one list. Let's see if there's any different. SQL. That's interesting. I suppose you can store stuff on a database, on SQL database. Though none of the examples I've seen does that. And of course, the ones that we've seen before. So, where would I go? The top three languages I personally think to start with is Java, Solidity, and Python. The one that I'm not seeing here is Rust. And if you remember the stuff we've done on the ink and dot, they use Polkadot is written in Rust. Ink is kind of written above Rust, and I think that's a worthy language to learn as well. But so I guess there's a lot of consensus on what you need to learn. Solidity, Python, C++ is a good general language to know. Java is a good general language to know. If you're doing stuff with Ethereum or related, then Go is a good language. And this is interesting. Code your own blockchain, less than 200 lines of Go. Now I'm curious. Let's see what this says. So you can see Go looks very similar to all the other languages we're used to looking at. Solidity and everything else. And this is the basic generating blocks, validating, so this is very, some ways similar to how Bitcoin works. You know, you're looking at length, you have the validation is not that, not that complicated. So at any rate, you can see that the probably in my opinion, the best languages to learn are, if you want to do blockchain and get a good general, have good general programming languages in your back pocket. Java, Solidity, Python will set you up. And I would also argue, if you want to get into the substrate stuff, learn Rust, because it'll let you understand why ink works. If you just learn ink and you don't understand Rust, it's going to be harder. If something goes funny, or there's something that it can't do, or whatever it is. So anyway, hopefully this has been helpful, and I will speak to you next time. Don't forget to give a like, subscribe, and ring the bell to get notice for the next videos.